Hey, Sue. Good morning. Happy autumn and pumpkin spice. God, I hate pumpkin spice so much. I have to be honest. I always hated Halloween. And there's a reason. It comes from a core childhood wound, which is when I was growing up, like all my parents are both doctors. And so, my mom didn't have no time to be creating us custom Halloween costumes and all that shit. Like, they were seeing patients, they were in private practice too. So it was busy, busy, busy. But all my friends growing up in elementary school or junior high or whenever you go trick-or-treating, they all had stay-at-home moms who could sew them the craziest, most awesome costumes that looked like hella dope. And my Indian parents were like, what the fuck is this, man? Why are we putting masks? Like, why do you want to dress like Spider-Man? Just wear the underoos. It's the same thing. And so it was like this cult of Halloween. Like, you get dressed up and you do the whole thing. And all I cared about was the candy. I just wanted to get the trick or treat on, because I was a chubby little boy and I wanted my shit. I wanted my sugar. And so what my mom would do is she'd go to like the grocery store and they would have, this was in the 80s, they would have these boxed costumes. Like it would be like Superman or like Batman or Darth Vader or whatever it was. And it would come with a shitty little vinyl cape that you tied on that would, if you pulled the strings too tight, the vinyl would just pop and that was the end of the costume. And it would come with a mask that was made of plastic that had a little like rubber band in the back that was super thin, and it would you put it on your face like this. So the back of your head was just like your head. And the front was this shitty little plastic thing. And so she'd always get me one of those, like, what do you want to be this year? And I'd be like, I don't know, Darth Vader, surprise. And it'd be like shitty little mask, shitty little vinyl cape, and off I would go. And like everybody, and because you had to wear your costume to school because they're like, oh, you can wear your costume to school. And everybody's wearing these like elaborate, Robotech with guns and shit. And I was in this plastic thing that would break inevitably by like 10 a.m. Like the mask thing would snap, or some asshole, like some bully ass piece of shit would pull it and pop it. And then I'd be holding the mask on my face the rest of the day like an idiot. And then by the time it's time to trick or treat, the outfit's in total tatters. And, my parents aren't even home from work yet. And I'm wandering through our rural ass neighborhood where it's like a mile between houses with this shitty little brown paper bag. I look like a meth addict walking around. And, that was pretty much Halloween for the entirety of my youth. And of course, this was during the period when they first started putting razor blades and shit in candy. So then my mom was like, razor blades. So then she would take all the chocolate and like I could never even eat it because she'd be like, they put cyanide in this one, and couldn't win. So I fucking hate Halloween still. Like, I think it's the stupidest shit. And the only reason I have anything to do with it is that my wife really likes it and my kids really like it because, of course now they don't care. Now they're like, Halloween's dumb. But yeah, so that's my childhood wound on Halloween. It's fun because in this whole sitting and meditating and all that stuff, you get in touch with a kind of authenticity, because I used to lie to myself and others about Halloween. Oh yeah, Halloween, hell yeah, we'll go to a party, we'll get all dressed up, it's a great holiday, like how cool. Fuck no, it's the stupidest shit. I hate it for the following reasons that have nothing to do with reality, have everything to do with my lived experience. And I'm not going to want to like it, I'm not going to pretend to like it, and I'm not going to like you if you like it, so. All right. Rebecca says, nice imitation of your mom. Yeah, I don't know, she would disagree, but that's how parents are. Immigrant parents anyways. So what else is going on, you guys? Jenny says, it was great. We all got together as kids and went trick-or-treating. It was gypsy. I was a gypsy, same plastic mask, but I thought it was beautiful. See, you just framed it right. See, I was operating through the already existent fundamental sense of brokenness, incompleteness, unworthiness, shame. So you throw a kid like that that's operating from that operating system into Halloween, and it's like, fuck, just more of the same, just more like not good enough, not as good as everyone else, doesn't fit in. Brown kid in a white environment, smart kid around a bunch of dumbasses. Like that's how it always felt. And it didn't feel good being smart at all. It felt horrible. It was like a curse. It was like, oh shit, why did I have this curse? I have this curse. I had a crazy afro, horrible hair, was chubby. My parents didn't do any of the American things. So like no sports, like nothing. So I didn't even know that shit. Always picked last in PE. And it's like, this is a setup for like a shame vortex. And so what do you do? Like, what do you do in that setting? Well, you try to avoid that underlying feeling of deficiency, which actually all humans have to some degree, by creating, believing you have this agency and then creating a life that'll show them that, you're good enough or better than or whatever. And so you go and you achieve and you go be a doctor and you go to Stanford and you do all the things and you start a YouTube channel and you build a clinic and you do all this bullshit. And it's all like trying to fill, this sense, this deep sense of lack, of unworthiness, of like, at the root, there's something bad here. There's something broken. There's something defective. There's something that won't be good enough. And you will never want to feel that directly. You'll feel it indirectly as a kind of an urge, as a restlessness to go do something. Like, I better go do a live video right now because I'm not doing anything. And if I'm not doing anything, who am I? What am I worth? It's like that kind of thing. But now, now it's like, I can feel all of that. Like, you go back for it all. You go back and you touch into it. And then the key thing is you sit right here in this meditation chair at 4 a.m. when you get up, and you feel into the body that first inflection of discomfort, that first part in the body that's saying no to what is. Like, no, you're not good enough. No, this isn't okay. No, you could do better. No, you can somehow change this. And instead of jumping into thought to kind of escape it, or into a behavior of like going and doing something, you go, okay, where is that? Where is that leading? Oh my God, that place feels scary. Let's go there. And then you dive attention into that. And then, oh man, strong emotions can arise. Memories can come up. Sort of traumatic stuff can happen. And then fear, like you can get a profound sense of, oh my God, no, what is this? And that, as Joseph Campbell said, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. That's where the money is. That's where liberation is, because when you dive into just the energetic sensation that you've been avoiding, that sensation of no to life, and you look for it, and you realize what it is. It's just indescribability. And through that is your true nature, just radiating. And I've already said too much. Like, don't listen to a word I just said, because your mind will make it a thing. It's not a thing. It's totally non-conceptual. But that's some of the work, working on reactivity, working on emotion, working on shame and humiliation and all the other things that you're going to have to do if you want, if you really want to be free ultimately of the chains of suffering. You have to go back for all those things and feel them fully and see what they are. See really what they are.